Hi sir, my name is Muhammad Ashraf bin Abdul Majid. My no matrix is 07DEE23F2024. Today, I and Adib we would like to present EOC GSA1, which is the topic is about multimeter. Firstly, the introduction. In electronics, a multimeter is a fundamental tool for measuring electrical parameters like voltage, current, and resistance. It helps troubleshoot circuits, test components, and ensure proper electrical functionality. Now, I would like to share to you the part of analog multimeter. This is analog multimeter. First, at the top of this multimeter, as you can see here, this is ohmmeter scale, and this is voltmeter scale, and this is pointer, zero connection, and that's all for this part on the top. Next, I want to show you the bottom of this multimeter. As you can see here, this is a range selector switch, and this is ohm adjustment, this is SAV range, and this is ammeter range, and this is DC emitter range, and lastly this is DC volt range. That's all for the bottom of this part.
ACV, alternating current voltage. It is a setting on the multimeter that allows you to measure the voltage to alternating current in electrical circuit. Commonly used in household power supply. LI, ohm. Measure resistance in an electrical circuit. DCV, direct current voltage. It is a setting that allows you to measure the voltage of direct current in electrical circuit. This is commonly used to check the voltage of battery or other device that produce DCA. DCA are used to measure current in other words, ampere.
Next is to measure resistance with a multimeter. Firstly, set the multimeter to a resistance mode. Turn the dial or select the appropriate setting on the multimeter for measuring resistance, ohm. 2. Touch the probes. Touch the multimeter probes to the 2 points where you want to measure resistance. If you are measuring a component, make sure it's isolated from the circuit. 3. Read the display. The multimeter will display the resistance value in ohms. If the resistor is too higher, you might need to change to a higher range. Next is the activity to measure DC voltage with a multimeter. Firstly, set the multimeter to DC voltage mode. Turn the dial or select the appropriate setting on the multimeter for measuring DC voltage. It's often labeled as DCV or just V. Number 2, choose the voltage range. Select a voltage range that is equal to or higher than the expected voltage. If you are unsure, start with a higher range and adjust accordingly. Number 3 is touch the probes to the circuit. Touch the red probe to the positive side of the circuit and the black probe to the negative side. Number 4, read the display. The multimeter will display the DC voltage value. If the voltage is too higher, you might need to change to a higher range setting.
The activity. Ammeter are designed to measure current. To measure DC current with a multimeter. First, set the multimeter to DC current mode. Turn the dial or select the appropriate setting on the multimeter for measuring DC current. This is often labeled as DCA or just A for ampere. Second, connect the test lead. For measuring current, you need to break the circuit. Connect the multimeter in series with the circuit by connecting the red lead to the positive side and the black lead to the negative side. Third, read the display. The multimeter will display the DC current value. If the current is too high, you might need to change to a higher range setting. The precaution. First, be careful not to touch the probe tips to each other while connected to anything else. Second, carefully check circuit connection before applying power to meters. Third, not to drop the multimeter or else the PMMC in the multimeter will be damaged. This will cause the scale to not be accurate.